Well, hi guys.
How you doing?
Yeah, Gareth. You and Rob and Paul.
Yep.
You moved from Australia to England in like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it purely for the music, or was it?
Yeah, it was. It was purely for drum and bass actually at the time, but in retrospect, it was a good move for all the music in general because I think London's a bit of a musical hub for the rest of the world. So, and it's just so close to Europe. It's not that far from America, so it's a place to be definitely. I mean, you find yourself getting addicted to the place when we go back to Australia. It takes me 2 weeks before I get really bored and I need to come back to the UK.
Really?
It sounds strange for an Aussie to be speaking like that, but it's true.
Yeah. When we think of Australia as sunny and
it is
great relaxed atmosphere or something.
I mean, having been all over the world now, I can safely say that Australia is a bit of a paradise, but the pace of it's too slow. It moves too slowly.
Yeah, but it was really you were ambitious. That you wanted to be in that scene.
Yeah, and I think it definitely paid off. I mean, if we tried to continue conducting any form of musical career from Australia, we wouldn't have made it as big as we have, as quick as we have. Not a chance.
Yeah, okay. And then when you got to London, I think it's pretty soon afterwards, you made the famous Voodoo People remix for Prodigy. How did that happen?
Basically, the Prodigy were doing what looked like a greatest hits kind of wrap up, which wasn't the case. I think Liam's had a new lease on life when it comes to music. He's re-inspired and he's working on new stuff. But at the time, they were kind of doing a greatest hits, and they wanted some remixes done to get a lot of underground support within the dance music scene. So they were getting house and breaks and IDM remixes of their tunes, and drum and bass of course as well. And being quite big in drum and bass at the time, they approached us and said, pick a tune to remix, and we kind of looked at each other in disbelief, and we'd already always wanted to remix a tune like Voodoo People, so we went straight for it.
Yeah, but how did they know you? Were you already quite busy in London at that time? Or?
They're pretty clever over there. They know what's sort of going on in music, so they know a lot about the underground scene as well, and I think they've been listening to some of our stuff and asked us to do the remix. It was a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, because I think if you listen to your music, Prodigy maybe also a big influence on you?
Yeah, they were definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say specifically, well, I wouldn't say directly an influence, but they were pretty much the only palatable form of dance music that was aggressive. It had aggressive energy, and that's what we really liked about rock and metal, is that same kind of aggression. And that's actually what attracted us to drum and bass as well, is it had that similar kind of aggressive energy that rock and metal had.
Yeah, you want to make real rocking dance music, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why they go together so well as well, because they have that similar kind of balls to the wall energy.